If you think pull-ups in a gym are easy, try this spinning pull-up in our routine. Never mind, yeah, okay, she definitely didn't take what I was gonna say there. It's hoop week, that's why Karina's complaining, as usual.
But this week, Taylor did the routine, and it not only hurts your body, it also hurts your muscles, so yay!
It doesn't hurt your body. There's a little pull-up in the middle, which is why we say if you want to try, spinning pull-ups, this is the routine for you. So that makes it a bit intermediate. Otherwise, the routine is pretty chill. I think the other part that's a little difficult is grabbing your leg if you're like me who needs to work on their flexibility even more than they already try to. But otherwise, pretty intermediate, pretty fine, pretty pain-free. I don't feel pain. Do you feel pain?
Yes, I do. Remember I showed you where it was hurting me before we started filming?
And why was it hurting?
Because when I did the routine, I hooked my hand wrong. Okay, maybe it's my fault. No, on a serious note, guys, this routine was a lot of fun to do. I was a little intimidated at first because I saw there was a pull-up, and so if you can't do a pull-up, maybe save the routine and come back to it when you can. But yeah, it really challenged me to continue working on my spinning pull-ups and my isolation and all of these things, which I want to be better at, So if you are like me and can do a pull-up but feel like the spinning pull-ups can be a little intimidating, definitely give this one a try.
Yeah, and it's good to have it to work on it. We're all about leveling up our aerial game. Speaking of leveling up at home, if you're new to our channel, we post all things aerial across aerial hoop, silks, hammock, and pole. So if you're into leveling up your aerial game at home, be sure to give us a subscribe where we post content like this every week.
Yes, and don't forget to invite your bestie as well to subscribe, because everything is better with company and with friends, right? So you can train together and use our content to help each other and see how we also help each other out as we're training, and share your successes and your failures, because we also try to share those as well with us, because we're all about learning and, like Taylor said, leveling up our aerial game together as one community.
Yes. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about safety for this routine. Of course, safety is super important whenever we're practicing aerial. We need to make sure we're always safe. So let's do a quick safety check. Make sure that you have a crash mat. That is super important. Make sure that you've checked all of your equipment and that it is okay. Make sure that you warm up well. So warm up before and then cool down well after you're done practicing. For this routine specifically, warm up your shoulders. I would recommend exercises like scapular pull-ups, beforehand, maybe some assisted pull-ups, the ones on the bottom bar. Those are super helpful. Just make sure you get as warm as possible. And then also stretch your legs as much, because we do need to grab them to get into the split. So for warm-ups, we're covered. Make sure that you're wearing the right clothing. We are doing a spanset knee hook. If you're not used to the feeling of having the spanset against your skin, then you might want to wear leggings for this one. or socks that are longer.
Yeah.
Because Karina is wearing longer socks. And make sure that you also have some sort of protection for your elbow as well, because we do like an elbow hang on the spanset if you're not used to that feeling. Okay, so I think that's it for clothes, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Crash mat. Safe. Make sure you check the equipment. Clothing. Make sure that you have your spotting buddy. Make sure you have someone to practice with at home so that they can help you out, be your GPS in the air, and be there if something happens.
And also film for you, because sometimes the blocks don't work. They don't get the angles right. So if somebody's there filming for you, you can definitely get the right angles.
Yes. Yeah. Especially if it's someone that practices too, because they know just how to get all the right angles.
Yeah, and they know what the right angles are. Yes. Okay guys, now for music. We never have the music that we use synced up to this video. This video is more about teaching you how to do the routine, and you can get to see the routine, but you can't see it to the music that we use. And so what we do is we release a video, a short the day before this routine premieres. You can find a link to that short right up here. But if it's longer than 1 minute, because now I feel like we've been doing this for longer, our routines are getting longer, and YouTube only gives us a minute for a short. So if you want to see the complete routine, then you can easily just hop onto our Instagram accounts and check them out there. We post all of the routines that we put here on YouTube and Instagram synced up to the music, so you can just see it there. And we leave you links to our Instagram accounts down in the description below. And it's also, feel free to tag us there if you tried the routine, so that we can cheer for you and celebrate your victories with you as well. Now, we also create a YouTube video that premieres here every Friday after the tutorial premieres, and this is a YouTube video. It's bigger. Both of us do it, so you can see how we do it differently, even though we do the same routines. One of the things we try to encourage is for you to practice and be comfortable in your own body with what your body can do. And that's something that we have had to learn, the hard way, because we see other people do it and we want to look like them. But really, our bodies are different, and so we post the video so that one, you can see it together with the music, but also you can see how two different people doing the same routine can have some elements of the routine look a little bit different. Another thing to note is that you see the height difference, right?
Yeah.
So there's some things that maybe might be easier for me to do because I'm shorter, and some things that are easier for Taylor to do because she's taller. It's things that we want you to keep in mind when you're practicing, so that you never feel like judging yourself because you can't do something or it doesn't look like when somebody else does it. Yeah, sorry about my rant.
No, I think you covered everything I was thinking. So
Okay.
yeah, I think we've covered just about everything, and thanks for reminding us about that, because we should embrace our own bodies and our own style.
Yeah.
So yeah, now let's get into the routine.
Yay! Hi guys, Taylor is here to break down the hoop routine for us because nobody else wants to be hurt by the hoop. And she has been trying to add some dramatics to our routine. So this one starts with some basic dramatics so we can have some dance element to our routine, apart from all, the dancey things that we already do in the air. So she starts off by holding the hoop low and she pushes it away. And when she pushes it away, she lifts her right leg and puts it inside of the hoop, and she holds high immediately. Then she is ready to start spinning. She spins backwards and pivots off of her left leg. Here she spins for a bit before she lifts her leg off the ground and tucks it as close to her chest as she can while extending her arms and laying back. So this is the starting spin. You guys need to make sure that when you start this, your hoop is low enough for your legs to be able to go into it. So you can measure the height before you start. Thank you, Taylor. That was so pretty.
Aw, thanks.
So after you've done the starting spin, you will be putting your free leg into the hoop, and you don't sit into the hoop. Instead, you lower your body down and come into a dead hang in front of the hoop. And here you cross your legs in front of each other, and then lift your head up and you hold the pose. And then you bring your legs together, and here you tuck in your legs and go into a ball, and then you pull yourself up so you can sit into the hoop. So when you go into that ball, it is easier for you to not have to think about engaging your legs so that you can straighten it before you go and sit into the hoop. Now Taylor will show us how to do this with the hoop flying away, because if you have enough strength, you can spin a little bit faster and then the hoop will fly away and it will look really pretty like it does in the routines that we did. But if you don't have enough strength to do a spinning pull-up, that's fine. You can do it like Taylor just did and it will not fly as much because it doesn't have as much spin. Okay, Taylor, let's go add some spin. We want to see this hoop fly. So she's adding spin. Yeah, she comes through and the hoop flies up. So here you see it flying up, and then remember to tuck in your legs and pull up. Pull up. Yes. Look at all that strength. Powerful women. Yes. Okay, you can stop spinning now. Okay, aerial besties. So Taylor is sitting in the hoop after she's pulled herself up and needs a little break. So we're going to do a pose that requires more flexibility and less strength than the last one that we just did. So when you come back and sit into the hoop, you hold on to the left side of the hoop and you bring your body to the side and kind of tuck into like a ball-like shape here, so that you can get ready for the other pose. Then you lay back down your upper body and you can release that left hand and rub it, pass it over your body, you know, to add a little dramatics. And then you hold your right leg. So your right leg holds on to your right, yes, your left hand holds your right leg and you pull it into this splitty pose here. And this one looks really pretty because your hands are crossing and you might need to stretch a little before you do it. Then you release that leg, bring it down and hold on to the top of the hoop and bring that leg into the hoop to get into a sitting position. How to sit. Taylor, thank you for teaching us how to sit on the hoop. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. A tutorial on how to sit in the hoop. Thank you, Taylor. Okay, so we're about to cover the last part of the routine. So when you come back from the split, you are sitting in the hoop and then you need to bring both legs to the top bar and make sure that you do it from behind the spanset. So Taylor is going to slide her legs up the spanset and make sure your hips are high enough so you can hook your right knee on the spanset and you can release your hand. Your knee here will grab you and your body comes to the hoop so you can bring that free leg down to get into this really pretty shape that everybody loves. Yes. And then you hold here for a bit before you bring your body behind the hoop. So the hoop comes in front, release your head, and you hold high on the spanset and hook here you need to push the hoop away and bend your bottom leg to enjoy this pose. Before you come up to the spanset, hook your right hand and release. So you slide your right knee down off the hoop and here you hold with just your right hand. You can release your left hand and bend your legs to enjoy this pose. If you can't release your left hand, that's fine. You can hold on to it as well and do it. Then you hold on back to the hoop and bring your legs inside and sit down and relax because congratulations, you finished this routine. enjoyed this video, please remember to leave us a like before you leave so that YouTube can know that other people like you will also enjoy this type of content. Feel free to leave us a comment down below to let us know what you think. Was it hard? Was it easy? How did you find the spinning pull-up compared to a regular pull-up in the gym? And remember to subscribe if you are not subscribed as yet.
Yeah, and if you're someone who is still working on their pull-ups, one of the things that we did when we started were negative. So basically holding yourself up and lowering yourself down. Now we do have a routine that is more beginner friendly, and you get to practice that negative at the end of the routine. So you can still do all the pretty poses and then just practice it at the end for the final pose. So if that's something you're working on, be sure to check out the video we're leaving on the screen for you right now.
Yes. And until next time, guys.
Bye!